what's going on? Jerome here, and today we are in the real world. That was kind of weird. But anyway, we decided to partner up with LEGO Ninjago for an epic campaign. They were nice enough to send me a set of 3 separate LEGO sets. The best part about it is that it's not just about building with the LEGO sets, it also has a cool role-playing element to it, which I'm gonna get to in a second. I also have to say one of my favorite parts about the sponsorship coming up is that the next 2 videos that I'm doing for them are going to be with a bunch of other awesome YouTubers. Some you might even know, like my friends Logdotzip, Moosecraft, and a bunch more. On top of that, if you're interested at all in both the LEGO set or the game, you might enjoy their latest Netflix show. The Ninjago Netflix TV show just came out with a brand new season, so go check that out. But without further ado, let's take a look at some of the stuff they sent me. So the first one that they sent me that I'm going to be actually building on camera is called Journey to the Skull Dungeons, and it's about 401 pieces. So not that bad, it's definitely an easy way to get started building with LEGO bricks. I mean, especially for someone like myself, I'm a little bit rusty. I haven't gotten to play with LEGO bricks in a long time. This next set I'm not going to be building on camera, but I am going to be piecing away at it over the next week or so, and it's called Skull Sorcerer's Dragon, and it's over 1,000 pieces, and genuinely is my favorite LEGO set that I've seen in years. I mean, truly, take a look at this. That is awesome. And last but not least, we have the Skull Sorcerer's Dungeon. This one's also really cool, and as you can tell, it is quite the sizable build at over 1,100 pieces. Now, as part of this video series, one of the things we're gonna have to do is pick one out of the 6 different characters to use for the role-playing game. However, I'm having trouble picking it myself, so I'm gonna let you guys decide in the comments section. Let me give you the roll call. The first of the 6 is Cole, the Earth Ninja. You can take a look at his stats right here. Honestly, I like him, but I'm not really leaning towards using him personally. But once again, I'm gonna let you guys decide that for me. Now, the next up in my personal favorite is the Fire Ninja. I mean, aside from just looking awesome, you have to admit, fire in terms of the elements is probably the most powerful, so I'm putting my money behind him. Next on the list is Jay, the Lightning Ninja. So you can see his stats here. He looks good. He's got some cool powers. It's definitely a close second, but it's still going towards the Fire Ninja for me. Now, Nia is super interesting because she has super high stealth stats. So honestly, I could see Nia being one of the most overpowered characters in the game. If you play it correctly, that is. I feel like a lot of people, if you choose it and don't use her in a stealthy way, you're probably gonna have a bad time. Next up, we have Lloyd, the Green Ninja, also known as the Master of Energy. In my opinion, if you take a look at his stats and powers, Lloyd is one of the more balanced ninjas. Which makes a lot of sense. I mean, if he's the Master of Energy, probably has to be pretty balanced in all fields. And last up, we have Zane, the Titanium Ninja, also known as the Master of Ice. One of the cool parts about him is that he has an extremely high computers stat. And the weird part is, looking through the other characters, I wasn't able to find any of the other ones that even have a computer stat. So that means that character probably has a really unique playstyle to him. So remember to watch the show on Netflix, and if you want to grab the toys, you can get them in-store or online. So without further ado, let's get to work on this pack right here. Alright, well, let's get to work. We got 401 pieces ahead of us. Ages 7+. I think we meet the restrictions, I hope. Maybe? I mean, I kind of act like a 5-year-old sometimes, but you know, it's not here or there, I guess. Alright, so let's do it. Here we go. Opening it up. Let's see how many pieces. Alright, so we got 1 set there. Whoa, whoa.
Ooh, watch out.
Coming out all over the place. Now, this right here is actually the dice that you use for the game. So that I can explain a little bit more in detail, but more or less something to keep in mind is that right now we're building the board, and that's only one part of it. The other part of it is a role-playing game. So in terms of the board game concept, the way you're supposed to play is you have to try and beat the Skull Sorcerer and save one of the ninjas from his grasp. Alright, so let's see what we're dealing with here. So this is the instruction manual. Always good to follow along with this. Alright, so here's bag 1, and to start off, it's having us build one of the actual ninjas, so pretty cool. Let's go ahead. Okay, so we got his torso right here. This is his chest plate, so there we go. We'll put that on like so. Alrighty, and now we need to find his head in here. Ah, there we go, we got 2 heads. His head is this one right here, the little bit of a smirk. Alright, and then we got his helmet. Honestly, these LEGO the characters are actually really cool. Like, I really like this. And then, I'm gonna find his legs. Ah, here we go. Got him right here. So we'll put that together, and there we go. That's 1 ninja down. Okay, so we managed to finish up the rest of the characters here and give our other one a weapon. Which is pretty cool, actually. Look at that. I like his like little mace. It's awesome. I guess it's more like a flail, actually, to be fair. So in this game, you get to play as your favorite ninja, solve puzzles, and battle your foes. Now when you're playing, make sure you have multiple people with you, because you're going to need one player to be the game master. The game master is responsible for telling the story, so make sure they're very imaginative, and have a good voice for storytelling. Everyone else gets to choose which ninja they'd like to play as, and make decisions for their character. Will you and your friends be able to team up to defeat the Skull Sorcerer? I don't know. It's for you guys to find out. Alright, so we're about halfway done so far, so you can see part of it already starting to take shape. Obviously, we still have our 3 characters all completed as well, and we're moving and grooving. I'm kind of curious, honestly. I don't know what this is going to exactly make, but I'm excited to figure it out. It's got a cool little spider on it. So this is once again the halfway point, and we'll probably check back in when we're just about all wrapped up. So at this point, the build is more or less completed. The only real things we need to do are attach this piece to the rest of the set, and we should be good to go. But overall, honestly, I love how it's coming out. I think it's coming out fantastic, and I love all the little bells and whistles that come along with it. And the cool part about it as well is that knowing that there's a role-playing game aspect to it, you can actually slowly but surely see the game come to life before your very eyes. Now, I haven't actually had a chance to play the game yet because, like I said, that's coming in a few days to the channel, so stay tuned for that. But I can kind of picture how the game will be played, and I'm very excited about it. Out of curiosity as well, for those of you watching, in the comments section, what's one of the largest LEGO sets you've ever built in your life? Have you ever taken on one of these 1,000-piece builds? Or have you stuck to something a little bit smaller? Either way, let me know. I'd love to see what you guys have worked on in the past. Alright, so here it is. We have the finished build. Now, once again, there's a bunch of other LEGO sets as well that work with Ninjago. However, this is particularly the one that I spent about an hour or so working on. And honestly, it came out fantastic. I really love the build, and there's even some cool interactive pieces behind it. Like, for instance, this right here where you push the button and pops right off. Pretty cool. So overall, I'm super excited, as I was saying, to get down and actually play the role-playing aspect of the game with a bunch of my friends over the internet. Now, normally you could play it in person, however, obviously because of everything going on in the world, we're not able to do that. But it's gonna be just as much fun hanging out with our pals online. I can't express enough how grateful I am to the LEGO group for this opportunity, and to you guys as well for making it happen. So please, if you want to support my channel, one of the best ways you could do that is by tuning in not only to this video, but the following 2 LEGO videos are going to be coming out in December. It would mean a lot to me, and of course it's all thanks to you guys who are able to work with a world-class brand like the LEGO Group. I mean, truly, this is probably one of the cooler brand deals I've ever done in my life. So thanks everyone for watching, I hope you had fun, and I'll catch you later.